Alright, my formula has changed recently, which means that my living situation has altered to the point where the only person that truly understood me is no longer around, which means that when Kevin has a day off, that day is extra long, because Kevin's really not motivated to go edit video and record video and do things for other people that may or may not be intrigued. Guy, I just hit 700 subs. Boom. I don't care if someone drops right now. You should. For balance or something. But, no, I hit 700 subs. I bet like 20 of you are active. Everyone else just says ignore videos from this user and stay subscribed. And maybe once in a while they come back and forth. I don't know, post it on their Facebook and have a bunch of retards react to one video of me talking, which you need to know umpteen layers of the onion before you even have like an idea of what I'm talking about, kind of. And I don't talk to you. You know, that's what I do. That's my shtick. I don't know if you guys understood that by now, but I don't tell you a lot of the time in plain sight what I mean. I make movies of riddles for you. And if you are on the right wavelength or understanding that I'm at the time where I make my video, you see it clear as day. But if you're not on those same timeline and wavelength or understanding of the Reckoner and Matrix and, you know, reality as I am, then it doesn't click on full cylinders. But it is what it is. That's what I think. That's what these videos are. Irregardless, which is not a word. Yeah. I'm still blown away by, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's some new people. There's some new people. I derived a 9x9 matrix from the Bible using math that I spent a lot of time, at least 8 months, 9 months on or something. I don't know. I was still working then in engineering. But when I got those two theorems there for the... Yeah, the first column is just a bunch of ones. The next column is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The next one is Fibonacci. The next one after that, I had to derive. The next one after that, which is time, which is the middle, I had to derive. And everything after time just kind of happened after. And 110% believe I'm right, because I'm talking to you about trying to build a cellular energy device, which is a cube. Now picture a dice. Picture a dice. Now on every face, imagine 3 wheels. You have one wheel, an axle, a wheel, an axle, a wheel. All a bunch of solenoids are revolving around. They're all independent and they're all wired in some holy way, okay? To contain a black hole in symmetry. It doesn't mean that you have to run everything at the same speed to be symmetrical. It's much more complicated. It involves a lot of stuff like the number sequence that you know and believe, the Fibonacci pattern, a couple other patterns. I don't want to get into that right now. I even forget them. It's crucifix code and flyspeck code, I called it. Anyway. Yeah, no, I derived a reckoner, which is derived by, or defined by Google as a table or device used in calculation. Now that's left it very wide open. Calculation for what? A device used for what? It's like, you want to tell me they don't know? So, when my whole riddle kind of, you know, reached the pinnacle when I understood the whole 3858 thing, and that's how many magnets it requires, 4 different types of magnets, but like literally to make 3 faces on all the faces, 3 wheels on all the faces, 5 wheels on all the vertices, add up all the magnets, make the thing around it. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. It takes 3858. Now, you know, the swastika is a horrible symbol of, I don't know, Jew humor, because apparently everything I watch on TV is making fun of Hitler, or, you know, like the Jews really like that, which means to me everything's backwards, right? Like, if this is a good one actually, like in the X-Files, if the smoking man, who knows the intricacies about all of what goes on this planet, Literally, like, he's basically top tier intelligence, right? And if he was top tier intelligence and he understood how bad cigarettes were for you, why would he smoke? He's referred to as the smoking man. Makes me think there's probably something in here that you need that you don't get when you don't do this. But all of the other things and the fear and the whatever, that's just me. But yeah, I live in a world where I think smoking is probably good for you. I couldn't sing as well before I started smoking, like anything. My vocal cords were raw, like they're too young or something. You have to break them, you have to tear them, rebuild them, tear them, rebuild them, tear them, rebuild them. Like your muscles, that's how you get big in life. Same thing with your throat and like your diaphragm, your passageway. That's what I found in life. I don't know. I'm gonna make one of these a day. Okay, I understand that my last video got taken down. Like, it's weird though. It usually gets taken down immediately, but it was literally left up for quite a few days before YouTube decided to block it worldwide because of copyright infringement. No duh. I took an album I owned and recorded it and put it on the fucking internet for you to see because it's worth more than just the lyrics and the tune of the song. It's worth the whole video and the production and the lyrics on screen and the symbolism and the literally what I'm filming as I do it. It's like that is so unique and worth more than you can fathom. But because it has a track from 1969 that an asshole company decided to like, you know, like, oh, you have a non-monetized channel playing my stuff. We had to kibosh that because if you were probably monetized, then I could steal your monetization for this video, which means I get paid, which means I'll allow it. But because I'm not monetized, perhaps they don't want this? Maybe they know who I like. Maybe they know what I'm doing, who I am. You know? I don't know. Whatever you want to think. I think it's something stupider. Like they're just not getting paid, so I'm not allowed to do it, and I refuse to monetize my channel, even though I want money from you, because that's not the way to do it. I don't care about ads. I don't want to waste all of the hours. Like, I look at my stats, man, and I have a lot of views, a lot of minutes, a lot of hours, a lot of views for old stuff, which is good, which means it's picking up. And you guys are going with the popular stuff. You guys should really, like, literally, I think the best way to do it would be to skim. Start from the beginning and skim, and then hit a video that the title hits you. And you gotta go chronological. Once you hit a video, you kinda gotta, like, skipping is bad because doesn't matter how like ridiculous the video is. Like maybe halfway through I come out with this giant eureka, then I'm like, wow, this is like the answer to everything over the last couple months, and I'm like, boom. The next video I never talk about it again. Other people, other creators would beat that to death and pretend like that's their claim to fame, and I'm like, I shit gold nuggets out daily. Like, I'm the luckiest motherfucker alive. Like, my parents have always said I have a horseshoe up my ass, and I, like, literally shit gold nuggets. And I quaffed at that. I'm like, phew. What, just one? Just gold? I don't think that any materialistic item will ever please me again. I think that knowledge and a shared understanding, and at least an effort to try to disprove my brain would be enough for me to either drop this or not drop this. You have no idea how many different ways I could be wrong in creating cellular energy for the world. Like, fuck, guy. I could be wrong in several thousand different ways. Hundreds of thousands of different ways. There's so many places to make a mistake, and especially if I have to rely on other people to do work for me. Oh, man. The mistakes are probably more likely to happen when people don't care as much and they're just getting paid by the hour and they want to get the project done on time. I don't know, maybe this is love for me. This is where I put my energy. Anyway, yeah. So my video got taken down. The last few videos I had up were pretty, I don't know. I have no idea even what they were. I just know the other one was a rant with me with music. It's not going to happen this time. I'm not putting music in with this one. But I had a lot of comments between that rant video, the movie that got taken down, that I will cut up and put in with movies whenever I feel fucking, I don't know, a little sheer bit of hope that I'll get paid for my work. Because I know what those movies symbolize to me, and I know what that song symbolizes and means to me, and if I were to put them all together, I bet you would be very sarcastic and very dry and very abrupt and shocking to put 7 minutes of 9 movies of clips where I think the best cellular energy moments happen. Or not just best cellular energy moments, but best moments that reflect maybe my current attitude towards the project when I create it. Like Good Will Hunting, the only scene I'm going to take for that is when he says, "Do you know how fucking easy this is for me?" And he like burns the paper, and the guy like, oh, freaks out and puts it out. You know what? The whole scene, he's got a thing on his desk. It looks like a cellular energy device. On the wall behind Matt Damon, there are 5 paintings that all look like cellular energy devices. And how many? Or 4 of them. There's 4. It goes big one, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 4 and 5. You need 5 cellular energy devices plus an empty fishbowl full of water to find the black hole to contain it with the copper and maybe a magnet. Because the goddamn swastika, if you paint a swastika in my 9x9 matrix and add the numbers, count the Roman numerals as the Roman numeral equivalent, nothing else, and count the zeros as a 1, because the zeros is a 1 in quantum. Add them up, you get 19,291. To me, that kind of means like you need 19,290 magnets to make 5 3858 cellular energy devices, but the 6th device, which is a fishbowl of water with a wire in it, maybe at the tip of the wire there's a magnet, and that's what, you know? So, another thing is that I think the second, in the 7th dimension, or the second last column, the top row, it used to be a 0 with a slash through it. Maybe it's a circle, because it's a 69 circle. Sorry. It's a 69 circle, and then it goes like a bunch of zeros. It goes 5 zeros. And then maybe it should be a circle 69 for symmetry. 5 zeros, 2, 1. If there's one adjustment to make on my reckoner since when I made it, would be that the very first row, second last digit is not a 0 with a slash through it. It would be a circle, like the second thing beside the 69 in the 1, 2 position. It's just a circle. It's a ring. It's a ring. Maybe that's what you need. But other than that, if that were the case, then the swastika mathematics would literally add up to 19,290. The number of magnets required in 5 cellular energy devices. Now, what the fuck are the coincidences that I come up with a reckoner years ago, and then I, later in time, find out 3858, and then later in time, decide to finally look at the swastika and find out that it's a multiple of 5 times 3858? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because the pillar's writhing. 5th, you can't do an 8 without having that pillar rise. Anyways, 9, 10, 11. Just saying. Whatever. High 5 is retarded. You are not getting it. High 9. That's 10. High 9. That's 10. That's 11. High 9. For the love of God, if you do anything, just start going high 9, because that's not a 5. That's a 5. If you want to smack fist and say high 5 and do that, then do that. Please, for me. So, yeah, I lost my internet for the month, so these ones will upload slowly. It takes like over an hour for me to upload these now, because I went through enough data to lose it. I don't have data. A bunch of people commented about stuff. They said, how can I help? Yeah, I need money to afford, like, if I had $250 a month via Patreon, I could, like, literally do way better than I'm doing now. And if I were to $500 a month more, I could do way better than I'm doing now, and so on and so on. It takes baby steps, little steps, like in the contact video that I want to upload. But the only way I can upload it is if I have internet, and I take my 36-minute video from my phone, put it on my computer, and then upload it from my computer, YouTube, to the internet. Then I'll be allowed to do this. But since my only internet comes from a data plan on my phone, because I can't really afford the other one, like, I've been getting more hours, but I'm not going to do that until I have established maybe the fact that people want to hear what I have to say more than I think they do. But maybe not. So I'm going to do one of these a day for the next, like, I'll just do a week and then see what happens. But, you know, creep me, don't creep me. I don't know. I don't know who watches these. My past or not my past.